Oh, wait. Hi, Becca. This is Jalissa's Stance Comp, and we just saw your piece, and we would like to give you some critiques. We're going to start with Brittany here.
Okay. I really like the piece. I just would have liked to see a little bit more tempo change.
Okay. Who else? Roxy. You just talk to me.
Okay, well, I just like the fact that she incorporated, or that you incorporated more of the prop. Like, they were on it, and she really used, like, her, like, levels and, like, leaning back. And even if they were just doing that simple movement, it, like, portrayed a lot.
Okay, good. Anybody else? Basola.
I didn't really get the story.
A little louder.
I didn't really get the story.
Just talk to me. Just talk to me.
I didn't really get the story, and I liked the piece, but I felt like there were some awkward transitions and turns. Like, I don't know, maybe it was like the dancers also going back a little, but I felt like they were awkward.
So some awkward transitions.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. There was some part. It was like the three girls. They were on the floor, and they got up and hopped back. I felt like that was kind of awkward.
Okay. Okay. You guys were talking over here about the relationships. Yeah, because you guys are dancing in it. Most of you in here. Yeah, I think the issue is in my opinion, I think, Becca, you're trying to be way too literal in this piece. And it would be nice if you could find a way to abstract the ideas of what's going on instead of making it so literal. For example, like the marching was okay, going down into the push-ups. It just seems like I understand that you're trying to make the guys look like soldiers, but some of the movement is way more abstract than others. Maybe you need to think of making it all abstract, and it might help. I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah? Anybody else have anything they'd like to add? Albert?
I would just say I got a little confused on what was it about too. I got Christmas, I got soldiers, but I don't know, I was just confused with what was going on as far as what was the story about. Like, was it about them returning and they're happy to see each other, or I don't know, I just really want the story to be more clear. But don't be little, like it was said. But I would love to see more abstract movement. And what Brittany said, tempo. It was this the entire time.
Wait, so they were in it was couples.
It's
They-
one's a brother and sister. Taylor and Dylan are couple. Yeah, and me and Nicole are moms.
See, I didn't see her.
I didn't see that. It was in the hugs that was supposed to be.
Yeah, so yes, and once again, I know a little bit more about this piece because Becca meets with me once a week. And I would say if the relationship is trying to be expressed just within the hugs, then people are going to miss it. Because that's like blinking or looking away for scratch your arm, and then you missed what the relationship was. So maybe there needs to be more time spent on the relationships. I don't know. What do you think, Keela?
That was kind of like what I wanted to say at the beginning. Near the end, when all three groups are doing the same thing, I think that if it differed slightly, maybe in levels or tempo, that would also help change the relationship and also make it more aesthetically pleasing. Cool. I really liked. I like the moment when they come up from the push-up and they do that weird dance. I thought that was a really pretty shape and a really pretty picture. That has nothing to do with what I just said.
The leaf in the air.
Yeah,
is
that's
supposed
cool.
to be a bomb.
Oh.
The bomb's
Oh, it was so pretty. It was cool.
If we didn't portray that.
Roxy.
This is just like an opinion. I'm like thinking like of the relationships. Like maybe they all hit their own pose, like the mother and son. That's one pose, and then have like a moment where it's just them dancing. So you can really like represent between mother and son.
So each couple's dancing by themselves
Yeah,
for a
maybe
brief
so,
moment.
Like, yeah, for like a brief moment can be like really like just catch your attention on that person. Then
Yeah. Alexis?
I couldn't tell that they were coming home. It seemed so sad. I thought they were leaving. I thought they
We
were.
haven't come home yet.
Yeah, I think that is. I think they're leaving, and that's why it's sad. She hasn't gotten to the point where they come home yet, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Yes.
and like
Yeah.
when we do connect, it's supposed to be like when we look, it's us hearing our name being called and them looking for us, and it's like reaching out. It's kind of like in movies when they're right next to each other but they can't see each other. It's like that. So we're both reaching for the other person, but we're never ever connecting.
Albert.
This is just maybe a suggestion. From my personal viewing of it, I thought they were all couples. Like, who's the mom in it? So, okay, I don't see many moms and sons doing that movement with their neck. Like, to me, that seems more couples-ish. Like, maybe you want to make them all couples. I don't know. Maybe they can do something different at the exact same time. The couples doing that move. That's just to me. I thought they were all couples.
Yeah. So, I think one thing that we have to remember also is that, once again, knowing more about Becca's piece, that Becca's piece is very personal to her. So, because of that, sometimes when we work on a piece that's so personal, Albert, you may feel this way too, and you may get stuck in it, then there comes more vulnerability with that piece when it becomes so personal. And then sometimes your ideas and your thoughts or your creative flow get skewed by it. So sometimes I think you got to step away and take your personal involvement out of the piece for the moment. I think it's important to have it. It's going to create more emotion. It can create more intensity, but it also can create, it can make the choreography, I think, more difficult to do. So, all right, good job, Becca.